EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mariota going to put it up right away. Flush to his right. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw Mariota. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Rodgers on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Rodgers to throw once more. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam coming out of the backfield.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Mariota. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 48 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On play action, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Rodgers going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 10 yards out.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Bird to return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Romeo Doubs, 33 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, it's an 82-yard kick return. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, a little risk, a little trickeration on that return, but hey, the payoff, a touchdown.
And because this is the NFL, no band on the field, no trombone guy getting trampled going into the end zone, but how about how they got it done and turned it into a touchdown?
And that's one of those things where if that's a fumble on a lateral, the coach is angry, but if it works and you get in the end zone, it's a pat on the back, right?
It's something you have to do. You got to try it, try and get it done, and make sure you give yourself every chance to find a way to score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. There's a nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And some space here.
Down the sideline he goes. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And He just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Mariota. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mariota on 1st down. Touchdown, Falcons! Anthony Ferguson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On play action, now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
First down, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Jones. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mariota now from the 50. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Mariota. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, Parker, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mariota now to throw on first down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mariota's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mariota. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They find some open field here. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Rodgers throwing here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Mariota to throw it. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Mariota again. middle. He gets it to Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mariota now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Isn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers looking to throw.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the counter, here's Kamara. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jameis again.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second down, Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Here's Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara from 6 yards away. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard, and the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Winston escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Deontay Hardy
from 4 yards out.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Winston now. Flush to his right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Throwing is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
On play action, Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
An inside give to Jones.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Options galore here, a 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on
Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Winston now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. 4th down, Winston.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To the air again with Winston.
Throw left side complete to Troutman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Winston again. It's Kamara.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The first down throw for Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards.
On first down, Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On play action, now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston here to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Winston on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep now for Landry.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Jameis again. Going deep here for Landry. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense, and let's face
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Singletary to get the drive started. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards.
And the Bills have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On play action, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Crosby is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 67 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem?
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5 now. Allen. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run here with Moss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On second and goal, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. A give to Jones.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Packers 17. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Bass on for the extra point. been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to be out. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Throwing Ryan to start out.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
A big play there. Rodgers to Cobb. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Ryan.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell from 19 yards away.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. These two teams all tied after one. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And again, it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that
yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Faison.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So this game tied at the half. And if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and goal. Ryan.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
Touchdown, Colts.
Jonathan Taylor
from 4 yards out. And the Colts take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Alley Cox.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Ryan. And his throw here's in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rodgers now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
51.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
To throw for it is Ryan, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
20!
Ryan wants to throw it.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Amari Rodgers
from 3 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open man, here's Cobb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.